back up to the stage. The absolutely wonderful Martin Graham.
Hey guys, how we doing tonight? We alright? Yeah! My name's Martin and I'm from Glasgow. Yeah! Taps off, indeed. Taps off is cool until your mum starts saying it. It's like, no mum, keep your tap on. I moved down here about 7 years ago because I wanted to see what it would be like to live my entire life in a flat share. And then be buried in a coffin share. That's not even a joke. That's just I'm getting ahead of the curve. I'm starting my own coffin sharing website. It's called sparetomb.com. pair dead Londoners up and bury them the way they lived, in a tiny box with some dick from the internet. If I've learned one thing from my 7 years in London, though, it's that London is shite. Does anyone else agree? London is shite. Like, it's frustrating because all my Glasgow friends have got cars, right? I cycle everywhere like a fucking 8-year-old. Do you know what I mean? I would love a car just because, and I'm not saying I would definitely do it, right? But I would just like the option of going dogging. Do you know? I think it's sad that at this point in my life, I don't know if I'm a dogger or not. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I know that I'm not a dogger right now, but I'm not eligible to be a dogger right now. Do you know what I mean? You can't go dogging on a bike. You can't rock up to a dogging hotspot like, hey guys, can I join in? You don't want to look like the biggest dork in a pack of doggers. Do you know what I mean? But I don't really see myself as a fair representation of Glasgow, partly because I don't have an accent that sounds like I'm about to mug you, and partly because I've gotten to this age with all my teeth in my mouth. But I did have an experience recently that was the perfect representation of Glasgow. I was walking into an off-licence, which already in itself is a very common Glaswegian activity. And as I was walking in, this 10-year-old kid shouts over to me, "Mate, can you go in and buy us a pack of fags?" And I said, "No, sorry mate, not doing that." Kept walking. Then he shouts back, "Go on, be a man." I stopped. He had me. I was like, I'm a man. Fine. Took his money, went in, got to the counter. It suddenly dawned on me that I've never bought cigarettes in my life before. I've no idea how to go about asking for them. So I bottled it. I turned around, left the shop empty-handed, went back to the kid. He sees me coming and he says, "Oh, for fuck's sake, man, I'll just go in and get them myself then." So I ended up giving him his money back and some of my money so he could buy me a pack. Because Glasgow's rough, right? Glasgow's a really rough place. I remember when I was younger, my mum sat me down and asked me if I took drugs. And she was absolutely heartbroken when I had to admit to her that I didn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, what kind of fucking loser doesn't take drugs? Not taking drugs has got me into so many situations where I've looked like a massive dork. Like, a few years ago after a house party, I ended up in an actual crack den with 11 strangers who were amazed by me because I had a job. And they started pitching money in to buy drugs. Came to me, I said the same thing I say every time I'm in this situation. I said, "Oh, sorry, I don't do drugs anymore." Implying that I've been through some fucking dark shit. Obviously, nobody bought that. And so I ended up chipping in, paying for the drugs. Later on, the drugs come, they all start passing them around the room, comes to me. I'm like, "Oh no, I'm fine, I'm all right actually." The entire room goes silent, every eyeball turns to me for what feels like an eternity until someone at the back of the room shouts, "Be a man!" And that's how I got my crippling cocaine habit, everyone. Give us a cheer if you've got a pointless job. Yeah. Like, I actually, what's your job? Exactly, that's so pointless. But It's true though. I found a job that's even worse than that, right? The most pointless job in the world is the member of cabin crew on the plane that's asking to see your boarding pass when you're already on the plane. Like, I've literally boarded, mate. My boarding pass has served its purpose. Like, the last time someone asked to see my boarding pass when I was already on the plane, I said to the guy, I was like, does this work, mate? Do you catch people out doing this? And he was like, what? And I said, I've had this scanned 20 seconds ago. You're trying to catch people sneaking in between the gate and the door of the plane. Like, what's going on here, mate? It's not the fucking theatre. I'm in row 7. It's probably that way, right? I can count to 7. You're not showing me to my seat. Do you have to see this? And he says, please, I just need to look at it. So I went, fine, there you go. Turned out I was on the wrong plane. It's actually quite an important job. Guys, you've been tremendous. I've been a man. Thank you very much.